Good morning, everyone. I'm your host, Suchi, and welcome to AI Minute Mondays. Today, we are going to talk about a problem that affects each and every one of us. How do we stay connected on social media without getting caught by the endless scrolling and the endless hours that we usually waste on it? And joining us today to help elaborate on this topic is Bilkay Rose, who is one of the founders of Eluum, which is a social media app which kind of unifies all of your social media feeds into one. So, Bilkay, thank you so much for joining us on the show. And for the sake of our viewers, if you can share a little bit about your background, that would be great.
Great. Thank you, Suchi, for having me on. This is so exciting to be part of your podcast. My background is I've been part of a couple of startups focusing on B2B, B2C platforms, and my role has really been kind of building out the platforms from beginning all the way to market launch. And so my expertise is product, operations, fintech, and also B2C. So that's what I've been working on, and now we're really taking all those knowledge bases that I've learned over the last 15 years of my career and putting it into this project we call Eluum, and it's really been an exciting period for us.
Thank you, Bilkay, for sharing that. Moving on to our topic. Bringing all of the different social media content into one place using AI, right? So, what do you see as the biggest advantage of
Yeah.
this, and how does it help people stay connected and but spend less time online?
That's great. Yeah. And as you know, many of us from every generation that uses social media is experiencing this fragmented life experience with our communities. And I personally feel it. And I know a lot of my friends and family have felt it for especially over the last 5, 10 years when we've had so many different platforms launching and having kind of a niche vertical of social topics that they focus on or a segment of our population. And so what we're doing is we're really building an integration platform that integrates with different social media, and we're really allowing our users to focus on the people that they're connected to or they're following. And the main reason for this is really we want to build a platform, a place that is more about social versus social media. And we feel like that is the future of technology, open source technology of social media. And we're super excited to be one of the first ones taking opportunity to solve this problem that most people have. And the other is it's the right time now because of artificial intelligence gives us so much leeway and so much capacity to do things that we might have not been able to do in computing even just 2, 3 years ago. And so this is the right time we feel like is making a social impact on people's day-to-day experience, bringing their connections together that might be kind of living on different platforms. So your parents might be on Facebook and your college friends might be more on Instagram. And then you might have people on Blue Sky, X, TikTok. And as the younger generation comes up, they even have more complexity. So we're really hoping that we can solve one of the problems, which is reducing that friction and really allowing people to connect with the people that they know versus influencers and ad-based content that we're all experiencing today.
Thank you. I like how you put it, saying you bringing your fragmented experiences across different platforms into one place so that you're connected to everyone, old, young, regardless of their choice of platform. And the best part that I liked was how you said it's about social, not social media. So
That's
understanding the difference between what's social and what's social media. So that's amazing. That's a great way to look at it. So Bilkay, this brings me to the other question that I had, right? When we use AI and we let AI filter, prioritize, and summarize our social media feeds, there's a huge risk, right? In
yeah,
terms of are we losing authenticity?
yeah.
Are we losing the nuance or human connection? So, how is it that apps like Elam actually go around this issue? And what are the other issues that you see when we are using AI to build such platforms?
Yeah. So that's a great point. I mean, I think that everyone is trying to figure out the capacity of AI, where limits should be, and if should there be limits. And we feel like there should be limits, right? With just like anything, we really want to have a better cross intersection between a person and their likes and dislikes and their preferences and what technology can offer them. And so the way that I think we're approaching this is really building a platform that gives the user more control, autonomy over what they are seeing, what their experiences. So we're putting this, we have this platform character called Lumi. And it's just think about it as your chat GPT within Lumi. And Lumi really eventually, it's not there yet, but eventually will be able to help work with each user to kind of create your persona within the platform. What are your likes and dislikes, and really give the control back to the user as much as possible. Just like with chat, you can go in and create very detailed persona, variety of different personas that kind of helps filter out what a artificial intelligence brings back to you. We want to do the same thing, really give that control to the user, but make it super seamless, right?
Mm,
It
mm,
can't be too much friction.
mm,
I think people then will be kind of somewhat disengaged. So I think that's what we're hoping. I think the biggest issue that we're seeing, I think, in our beta users is the ability for our users to create memories. So as you know, we're integrating with different social media platforms to pull in content. But what we identified in kind of interviewing our ICPs is that people really want to also have control of their content.
mm,
Right, as you know, we're building a lot more on social media, digital, on our phones, our computers, and there's just everything is defragmented. And with AI in the mix, how do you know what's real versus what's not? If
mm.
you fast forward the next, even
Yeah.
2 3 years. And so what we're actually shifting our product focus to really solving that human memory layer. And so Eluum eventually will be creating this memory layer where if you live a life like this weekend, you spent the weekend with your family, you did a bunch of stuff, you went to restaurants, you met with friends, maybe you went to the waterfront. All of those contextual memories don't live anywhere except
Mm,
in your mind. And so what we're leaning into is using AI for good, and that's
mm,
really how do we kind of help people preserve their life memories or experiences either on digital or in the real world, as we're living our lives
mhm,
every day.
mhm,
And so that was one of the problems that we quickly identified from our user base is that AI could do really good things if we can apply it with thoughtfulness and always with the user's interests in mind. And that's kind of what we're doing with AI. And some of the things is like pictures. Think about it, Sushi. You have a big picture that you take on your phone with your family, maybe at a graduation, maybe a vacation, and AI is able to go in and help that person build stories from the artifacts of that picture, right? A coffee cup or in a restaurant with breakfast, it can quickly identify that you are having breakfast at a certain place, certain time, and help people really create richer memories of their digital life. So that's
Thank
how we're solving it, and it's been really an interesting journey with AI because it can help us actually build something that was not really possible just a few years ago.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
So, how you put it is you're using AI for good, you're helping people build memories, and most important, you're giving people the choice. So, AI is not filtering out based on its internal algorithm, but it helps you personalize and takes your choices into consideration for what it shows to you in the newsfeed. So, it's hyper personalization and using all of the features that we can use it for good.
that's right. Yeah,
So,
absolutely. It's so great to kind of see. I mean, we're just scratching the surface
mhm,
with what we think artificial intelligence can do on multiple different mediums, right? It's not just text and web searches.
mm,
It's really around how can AI help us manage our lives, our history, our experiences, and make them a living thing for our families in the future, our generations. And the way I like to explain it is think about it as Wikipedia for the rest of us, right? So, how do you kind of more use AI for something that is really meaningful for every human? We all want to preserve, we all want to share our experiences with our children, with our families, extended families, and our friends. So I'm super excited for that opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this with us. And we wish you and Eluum all the very best. And definitely sounds like an exciting platform for all of us. And for the sake of our viewers, we'll add more details in the comments. So if you want to be part of the Eluum program, go ahead and subscribe to it and see what it can do for you. And thank you, Bilkay, for sharing all of these details with us. Very happy to have you here on the show.
Thank you, Suchi. Keep on going. This is a great program, and I hope it continues to grow. And thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.